Hey, Lions Nation! We're back with another exclusive video bringing you all the latest news about our beloved Detroit Lions. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss anything about the team. Now, let's get into the news. The Detroit Lions have stunned the NFL by bringing back tight end TJ Hockenson, a move that instantly changes the trajectory of their offense and solidifies Jared Goff's arsenal. Once traded away in a controversial decision, Hockenson returns to Detroit as a complete and battle-tested player, ready to lead a team that now believes it can go all the way. His combination of size, power, and precision makes him one of the most dangerous tight ends in the league. For Goff, this is the missing weapon he's been asking for, a reliable target who knows how to find space, win contested catches, and punish defenses in the red zone. Sources close to the team reveal that Goff was instrumental in the push to sign Hockenson again, calling him the trust factor the offense needed. Their chemistry from previous seasons remains intact, and the expectation inside the Lions camp is that the two will immediately pick up where they left off. Offensive coordinator Ben Johnson has reportedly designed a series of new plays centered around Hockenson's ability to line up anywhere on the field, from tight formations to the slot and even wide out. This level of flexibility opens the door for creative mismatches and complex coverage problems for opponents. Defenses that already struggled to contain Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameson Williams now face an impossible choice: double the receivers and leave Hockenson open, or focus on the middle and get burned deep. The move also reflects the Lions' new mentality. No longer the underdog or rebuilding project, Detroit is positioning itself as a legitimate contender in the NFC. The front office's aggressive stance in free agency sends a clear signal. They believe this team can win now. Head coach Dan Campbell reportedly told the locker room, "We're done waiting for next year," and this signing proves it. The energy surrounding the team has shifted from cautious optimism to full-blown confidence. Hockenson's leadership extends beyond the field. Teammates describe him as methodical, calm, and relentless, the kind of player who raises the standard in practice and inspires through example. His return resonates deeply with the Detroit fanbase, who never truly accepted his departure. Social media exploded after the announcement, with fans calling it unfinished business. The narrative of redemption adds emotion to what's already a strategic masterstroke. Facing his former team, the Minnesota Vikings, will now carry personal weight. Each matchup promises intensity, not just for the standings, but for pride. Hockenson himself has reportedly told close friends that returning to Detroit feels right, a sign that he sees unfinished work in this city. His story mirrors the team's journey, from overlooked and underestimated to strong and unified. Analysts are already predicting record offensive numbers for the Lions this season. Hockenson's ability to draw coverage should elevate every aspect of the attack, from play action to the running game. Detroit's offense, which ranked among the top 5 last season, could now reach historic levels. For Jared Goff, this reunion might define his career. With a deep supporting cast and the trust of his tight end, he now has every tool to silence his critics and prove he can lead this franchise to the Super Bowl. Inside Ford Field, the mood has changed. Optimism has turned into belief. Fans are buying into something real, not a dream or a rebuild, but a contender built on grit, talent, and loyalty. The city that has waited decades for a hero now watches as its team takes shape into something powerful and fearless. The return of TJ Hockenson is more than just a signing. It's a statement that Detroit football is back, stronger, sharper, and hungrier than ever before. Before we move on, take a second to drop a like and subscribe. That way, you'll stay up to date with every exclusive Lions update, and you'll even have a chance to win an official Detroit Lions jersey. Let's keep going. The Detroit Lions have done the unthinkable. They've landed Lamar Jackson, and the entire NFL is in shock. After years of speculation, after countless rumors about where the former MVP might take his electrifying talent, he's finally heading to Detroit to become the new face of the franchise. This isn't just another blockbuster move. This is the type of signing that rewrites the history of a team and resets the balance of power in the league. The Lions, once seen as a rebuilding project, now hold one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in football, a player whose mix of speed, arm talent, and instinct can turn any broken play into a highlight reel. And now, that level of playmaking is coming to Ford Field. Imagine that for a second. Lamar Jackson in a Lions uniform, running Dan Campbell's aggressive, fearless offense. Detroit fans have waited decades for a true superstar at quarterback, and now they've got one. This move changes everything. Insiders say that the front office had been quietly pursuing Lamar for weeks, working behind the scenes to make a deal happen that no one believed possible. When negotiations finally picked up steam, both sides realized they shared the same vision: to bring a championship to a city that has been hungry for one for far too long. The energy around this signing feels different. This isn't about rebuilding anymore. This is about dominance. Lamar Jackson is not just a quarterback. He's a system all by himself. His ability to read defenses, extend plays, and create something out of nothing makes him the ultimate weapon in today's NFL. Pair that with the Lions' loaded roster, and suddenly, this team becomes a legitimate Super Bowl contender overnight. Think about what this means for Detroit's offense. With Lamar under center, defenses can no longer predict what's coming. The RPO game becomes lethal. Play action opens up every level of the field. Amon-Ra St. Brown will thrive off broken coverage. Jameson Williams will feast on deep routes, and the running game, already one of the best in the league, will become nearly impossible to stop. Every snap becomes a potential explosion. Opposing defenses will be forced to pick their poison, collapse the pocket and risk getting burned deep, or drop back and watch Lamar carve them up on the ground. For Dan Campbell, this is the dream scenario. He's got a quarterback who matches his mentality: relentless, competitive, and fearless. Lamar's leadership style is exactly what this locker room thrives on. He plays with emotion, commands respect, and sets the tone for everyone around him. Players feed off that kind of energy, and with him at the helm, the Lions' confidence is going to skyrocket. Reports from inside the organization suggest that the moment Lamar walked through the facility doors, the atmosphere changed. Teammates were buzzing, coaches were smiling, and the city itself felt electrified. Detroit hasn't had this level of excitement in years, not since the days of Barry Sanders. And now, the fans have someone who embodies everything the city stands for: grit, resilience, and unshakable belief. But make no mistake, this move also sends a message to the rest of the NFL. The Lions aren't here to just make noise. They're here to take over. This signing tells the league that Detroit believes its time is now. No more waiting for next season. No more moral victories. It's about championships, and Lamar Jackson is the man to lead them there. His arrival also adds a fascinating dynamic for the NFC. Teams like the 49ers, Eagles, and Cowboys suddenly have to prepare for a whole new kind of threat, one that can't be contained by traditional schemes. Lamar changes how defenses play football. He forces coordinators to throw away their playbooks and start from scratch. Every snap becomes a chess match, and he's always 3 moves ahead. Analysts across the league are already calling this the biggest signing of the decade. Detroit has gone from being a feel-good story to a powerhouse with real expectations. And with Lamar at the center, anything feels possible. The combination of his improvisational brilliance and Ben Johnson's creative play calling could redefine offensive football. Picture Lamar rolling out, dodging defenders, and firing a 40-yard strike to St. Brown in stride, the crowd at Ford Field erupting. That's the kind of moment Detroit fans have dreamed of for years. And now, it's finally real. Off the field, Lamar's presence will transform the culture of the franchise. His work ethic, his humility, and his drive to win will resonate deeply in a city that appreciates hard work more than anything else. He's not coming to Detroit for the spotlight. He's coming to build something lasting. The city has always loved underdogs, and now it has a leader who plays with the heart of one, even as a superstar. The expectations will be enormous, but if there's anyone built to handle that pressure, it's Lamar Jackson. He's faced doubt his entire career. People questioning his throwing ability, his durability, his style, and every single time, he's proved them wrong. Now, he has the stage to do it again, this time wearing Honolulu blue. And for the Lions, the timing couldn't be more perfect. The roster is deep, the defense is tough, and the culture is strong. All they needed was a spark at quarterback, and now they have a fire. The idea of Lamar Jackson running out of the tunnel at Ford Field, the crowd roaring, the lights flashing, the city vibrating with energy, it's the stuff of legend. For Detroit, this isn't just a signing. It's a revolution. The Lions have gone from rebuilding to contending in one bold stroke. The rest of the league better pay attention, because the roar coming out of Michigan just got louder than ever. And with Lamar Jackson leading the charge, the Lions aren't just chasing history. They're about to make it. We bring you the latest Lions news every single day. So make sure you're subscribed, hit that like button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. And of course, drop a comment below with your thoughts on today's news. Your voice makes a difference for Lions Nation. See you in the next video.